Good evening. Welcome to Jazz Prayer. I'm Diane Bosey, a longtime member of Good Shepherd and a fan of jazz and Christmas songs and jazz prayer. So I think we're in for a wonderful evening tonight, right? Yeah. I'm so glad you're joining us, whether in person or via live stream. No matter how you found us, we hope that you will share this with others. For those in person, there are postcards available in the back that you can hand to your friends. For those joining us online, feel free to share the link with your friends and others. A word about logistics before we get started. Feel free to have refreshments in your seats with you. If needed, a restroom's in the back. And for those of you at home, I hope that you're already enjoying some special beverages and treats in your pajamas. Jazz Prayer is brought to you through the generosity of donors. If you would like to be one, there are a variety of means in which you can donate. You can place it in the box near the refreshments. You can follow the QR code on the guide. You can use the donation tab on the website, or you can actually send it by mail. We still take checks. Your donations allow us to keep Jazz Prayer going in this 10th season. Thank you for your past and present support. So, let me introduce tonight's musicians. Marlene Rosenberg on bass. Yay. Tim Davis on drums. Andy Baker on trombone. Cheryl Wilson on vocals. And Michael Stryker on piano, and our leader extraordinaire, too. All right. Tonight's theme is Joyeux Noel. The word Noel goes back to the Latin natalis, or birth, so our theme is joyous birth. The occasion for joy is the birth of Jesus. Our songs tonight are a variety of wonderful Christmas tunes, some of which you'll be invited to join in to sing. The readings and prayer come from various writings of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a German theologian and anti-Nazi dissident who lost his life at the end of World War II. Christmas was especially important to Bonhoeffer, and the memory of Christmases past gave him strength to endure the darkest times and most difficult times of his life. So the way we begin every month is by centering ourselves on God's Spirit. I invite you to ground your feet, take a deep breath, invite the breath to move fully through your body, and exhale it slowly. And we'll do it one more time. Take a deep breath, and exhale it slowly. And now, Joyeux Noel.
Better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yes, he sees when you've been sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, better not cry, better not pout. I'm telling you what, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
A reading from Isaiah 9, 6 through 7. For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatest of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. And by Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the Lord of Ages is God. When the prophet speaks these words, the time of fulfillment is still 700 years away. But so deeply is the prophet immersed in God's thoughts and decisions that he speaks of what is to come as though he has seen it already, that he speaks of the saving hour as if he has already stood in worship and at the manger of Jesus. Unto us a child is born. We who do not know what will happen next year, how are we to understand someone looking out over the centuries? The voice of a single person gently ringing down through the ages, joined now and then by another isolated voice of prophecy, chimes in at last with the shepherd's midnight adorations and cries out in jubilation, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given.
Hello, everyone. How are you tonight? Are we good? All right. Well, we're so pleased to be able to present some Christmas music for you this evening, and I'd like to give you the format, as it were. We're going to combine two tunes. The first is Silent Night, on which the words are going to appear, and we would love for you to join Cheryl Wilson in singing that tune. And then what we're going to do after that, please, we promise to behave up here while you're singing. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to modulate to a different tune altogether. Christmas time is here, and then take over from the instrumental side. So please feel free to sing and celebrate in voices this time of the season. Thank you.
Silent night, holy night, all is gone. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we would always see such spirit through the years. Sleigh bells in the air, carols everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and all the memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we would always see this beauty through the year. Oh, how we should always see such spirit through the year. Oh, how we should always see such spirit through the year.
From Dietrich Bonhoeffer, those who go to the manger will be transformed. If God chooses Mary as his instrument, if God himself wants to come into this world in the manger at Bethlehem, that is no idyllic family affair, but it's the beginning of a complete turnaround, a reordering of everything on this earth. If we wish to take part in this Advent and Christmas event, then we cannot simply be bystanders or onlookers as if we were at the theater enjoying all the cheerful images. No, we ourselves are swept up into the action there, into this conversion of all things. We have to play our part too on this stage, for the spectator is already an actor. We cannot withdraw. What part then do we play? Pious shepherds on bended knee? Kings who come bearing gifts? What sort of play is this where Mary becomes the mother of God, where God enters the world in the lowliness of a manger? The judgment of the world and its redemption, that is what's taking place here. And the Christ child in the manger is himself the one who pronounces the judgment and the redemption of the world. He repels the great and powerful. He puts down the mighty from their thrones. He humbles the arrogant. His arm overpowers all the proud and the strong. He raises what is lowly and makes it great and splendid in his compassion. Therefore, we cannot approach his manger as if it were the cradle of any other child. Those who wish to come to his manger find that something is happening within them.
So we're going to do the same thing on this tune, or these two tunes. We're going to start with White Christmas, in which we invite you to sing. And then we're going to move into I'll Be Home for Christmas, which will be instrumental. So please join us on White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells house in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. If only in my In my dreams, I'll be home in my dreams.
And now a prayer by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Faithfully and quietly surrounded by benevolent powers, wonderfully guarded and consoled. Thus will we live this day with you and go forth with you into another year. Still, will the past torment our hearts? Still, heavy burdens of bad times depress us. Ah, Lord, give our startled souls the grace for which we were created. And if you pass to us the heavy, the bitter cup of pain filled to the brim, we will accept it, grateful, without trembling from your good and beloved hand. But if you wish us to rejoice once more in this world and the brilliance of its sun, then the past, too, we will remember, and so our entire life will belong to you. With warmth and light, let flame today the candles that you have brought into our darkness. If it can be, bring us together once again. We know your light is shining in the night. When the silence spreads around us deeply, let us hear that full sound of the world stretching out invisibly around us. Let us hear your children's praising song. Warmly protected by benevolent powers, with confidence, we wait for what may come. God is with us at evening and at morning, and most certainly at each new day. Amen.
So the next two tunes are going to be instrumental, and then we'll close with another singing opportunity.
Well, sadly, our time is almost over. But before I give the benediction and the last song, I know, we have one more song. Oh, that's not what it says in here. That's awesome. We have two more? All right, well, right now? So you want me to sit down?
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows that turkey and some mistletoe, it just helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on a sleigh. And every mama's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys, goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer, if all the reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
good, right? Okay. All right. All right. So our time is almost over. Before I give the benediction and we hear the last song, let's thank this amazing group. Woo! And I'm just going to say their names one more time. Marlene Rosenberg on bass. Tim Davis on drums. Andy Baker on trombone. Cheryl Wilson on vocals. Yeah. Woo. And Michael Stryker at the piano. I would also like to thank Lynn Railsback and Ken Cinco for the delicious refreshments we had. Yeah. Next month, on January 19th, our theme is Soul Feast as we welcome the Chicago Soul Jazz Collective. They're known for spirit-lifting original music influenced by the renown of classic soul jazz. According to the Chicago Reader, CSJC produces music that is a prime portal for listeners who don't limit their music by category, but are driven simply by the groove. I think you can't miss that. You gotta be back for that. All right. And now, just a moment of final reflection and blessing. Our benediction based on Dietrich Bonhoeffer's A Testament to Freedom. No priest, no theologian stood at the cradle in Bethlehem to explain the wonder of all wonder that God became human. Like the shepherds, remain believers. See the child in the cradle who does not want to be distinguished from other children. The mystery remains that the glory of the world rests on this child's shoulders, that all power in heaven and on earth has been given to him. All that is left for us is to listen and believe. Listen and believe.
So never give a leader a microphone, because it's a bad thing. So I've had the great pleasure of quite literally shepherding Good Shepherd Lutheran's Jazz Prayer Service now, I think, for 5 years. And it's been my honor to work with Martha on sound and Lynn Railsback and yes, how about a hand? And Mark Ledigar. And Pastor Kathy Nolte to bring what is a rare thing these days. 7 months out of the year, I get to put together groups and talk about a theme that relates to a very odd world that we're in, and yet when you come down to it, we're all blessed in this room to be safe and sound and secure, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing at this time of year. I've known Cheryl now for 6 years. Andy Baker for 10. Tim Davis I've known for probably 20 years or 30 years, and Marlene Rosenberg. And yet this particular group has never actually worked together until tonight. So Chicago is a deep musical town, and I get to call my friends, and I get to call people that I know can play, and we get to bring music to you all the time. Buhena, in other words, Art Blakey used to say, from the creator to the musician to the audience. So we hope that we've done a little bit of that for you tonight. Happy holidays, safe travels to you, and may the next year bring us some light in what has been a rough couple of years, as you might well know. So thank you very much for being here. We're going to finish with Green Sleeves, AKA What Child Is This? Cheryl Wilson is going to help us in one way or another with the words. And we hope you enjoy what is our rendition of John Coltrane's version of Green Sleeves based on What Child Is This? Thank you.
guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the son of Mary. Why lies he in such mean estate, where ass and ox are feeding? Could Christians fear for sinners here? The silent world is nails, spears shall pierce him through. The cross is born for me, for you. Hail, hail the world made flesh, the babe, the son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold and myrrh, come peasant king to own him. The King of Kings salvation brings, let loving arms enthrone him.
Photos, photos? There you go. Thank you again and have a safe night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.